Welcome in Detroit. Last time, we started our adventure with our 3 android protagonists, starting to get to know them, what they do as part of their robot lives, their place in society. And, one of them's a cop. One of them buys paints. We don't really know too much else about Marcus. And one of them, Kara, we know quite a bit about Kara. I think she's the one we learned most about. She lives with Todd, and was destroyed by Todd and then was rebuilt. Todd's not doing so well. He's got problems, and those problems are his daughter's problems as well, as Alice is clearly terrified of her father. And we're just an android. All we're doing is there to clean up the place. And yes, in this world, in the United States, there is 35% unemployment because of the androids. And yet everyone are buying androids. Hello.
Hi.
Yay.
Welcome back to Detroit.
Thanks.
I hope you've enjoyed your experience so far.
It's been a blast.
Today is May 1st.
That is correct.
Anniversary of the foundation of Quantic Dream, the studio that developed Detroit.
Really, is it?
Quantic Dream was created in Paris in 1997.
We're getting history lesson. I didn't expect this. Oh, do you get like random factoids depending on the date that you play the game? Oh, we just so happen to be playing on May 1st, and this is the anniversary of Quantic Dream. I did not know that myself. Anyway, this is our android, our title screen android, and I guess she's going to greet us every time we come back to the game. Let's continue. So we've gone through one chapter each for all of our 3 androids. Do we go back to Connor now? I don't know if that's always going to be the order, or if they change up the order as we go. Sorry, we have to load. Loading is happening right now. So yeah, terrible unemployment, but everyone's buying androids. Everyone's using androids, even though the androids are putting people out of business. And it doesn't seem like anyone's doing anything about it. Is that Marcus's bus? Yep, okay. Marcus has returned back from buying his paints. And he lives in a much better house than Kara does.
Welcome home, Marcus.
And you can really see the difference here. You know, your fate as an android is based on who buys you. There we are, looking good. I mean, it could have been any android that was purchased by the owner of this house. Just like Todd could have purchased any android. And yet, we're so different. Wake Carl upstairs. Well, let's look around downstairs then. We have no control over our own destinies. Can I change the camera angle? There we go. L1. Well, we bought paints and there are paintings. Someone here likes art, or makes art. Oh, okay, it's a mechanical bird. I thought that seems a bit rough to handle the birds. But, no, I guess the birds are robots as well. Yet, the birds... The birds have circles, too. They also have the blue circles. Every robot must have the blue circle. It is required by law. Screen. What does that say? Screen line cast. Very thin. Anything for us to look at here? Wouldn't be able to like actually make a fire in this. Look how shallow this is. Well, I guess you wouldn't need to make a fire in a house like this. I'm sure that it has all the amenities. I'm sure like the dishwasher here does not need a part that we're going to need to order. It just works. And it's so clean. So we have nothing to clean ourselves. It's like I said, whether or not you get a good place to live or a bad place to live, a cruel owner or a nice owner. You have no control over it. An owner that owns a stuffed giraffe. Most androids don't have that. Let's spin. Whee! Whee! You could have done it harder than that, Marcus. You handled the birds rougher than that. You see, that's why we need to become human, so we can control our destinies. Is that a crystal skull? No, it's not crystal. What is that made of? Is it it's like a skull that's been carved with designs. Maybe? Or maybe it is made from just artificial material. It's hard to tell. Books? Can't read the names of any of these books. Ooh, try. Let me try. Ding. Would an android have to practice the piano? Or once you download the program, would you just be able to do it? You know what I mean? Like the prompt... Oh. The prompt said try. But would a robot actually have to try? Okay, we got an easel. Got paints. Someone here clearly is painting. We got a mechanical arm with a tray. Oh, let's clean the paints. Clean them up. Don't leave them on the floor. Everything has to go in its place. This is like a sculpture of a bicep. I like that. If I had a sculpture of an arm, I probably would be like... It would be a hand that would be pointing, and I would arrange it so when someone walks in the room, it'd be pointing at them. And it would make the person feel uncomfortable, because it does tend to make people feel uncomfortable when you point at them. So someone would come in and just be kind of surprised because they're being pointed at, and they're a little confused as to why. All right, I think that's the entire downstairs. So if that's the case, let's head up. And, well, I guess someone needs one of these... elevators? What do you call these? They sit on it, and it's going to go down the stairs, because the person can't walk down the stairs. I think whoever lives here actually reads all these books. Like, you ever wonder that when you see someone with, like, their own personal library? Do you have this just for looks? You actually read all these? I'm gonna guess... I guess most people who have this probably don't. Sort of like when you watch a YouTube video and the person is standing in front of shelves and shelves of games, and you wonder, you don't play all those. You just put them up behind you because you want to, for shorthand, want people to know that you're a gamer. You don't need them. You don't need those games behind you. He's sleeping. No light switch, I guess. Just gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
It sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
I did go to pick up the paint that you ordered.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten. That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus? You never forget anything.
And don't think I didn't see you, person who just said this coming from me, who has an intro screen that's just a bunch of game boxes. I saw that. You can look at that screen. We've played all those games in videos and streams. Each one of those games in that picture we have played. You can look at all of them. I gotta administer the medicine.
Show me your arm, please, Carl.
No.
Carl. Thank you.
Bishop, we're not having any of your mess.
I just opened my eyes and I'm already gritting my teeth.
Press R1 to inject.
Humans are such a fragile machine. They break down so quickly. All this effort to keep them going. Hey, what happened to your clothes?
Oh, it's nothing. Just some demonstrators in the street, Carl.
What a bunch of idiots. They think they can stop progress by roughing up a few androids? I hope they didn't harm you.
Oh, no. They just pushed me around, Carl. I'm fine. Okay. I'll take you to the bathroom now.
All right, press L1 to help Lance Henriksen up. So he would be the celebrity in this game, I guess. In Omicron, we had David Bowie. Did Indigo Prophecy have a celebrity? I'm trying to think about that now. Oh, I have to keep... No, just keep doing this and we'll automatically go in the right direction. I guess there was an opportunity to have a peeing scene, but David Cage has matured beyond that. His skills as a storyteller means he no longer needs such things. Can we do the thing like from Indigo Prophecy where we spin around? No, we can't.
Yes, there's the opening of your retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art.
Oh, sort of.
The gallery director left 4 messages.
Sort of. Okay, kinda. Kinda.
We'll see about that later.
Yeah, okay, kind of like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Fan mail. I've already answered.
It's harder to do. If you don't remember, in Indigo Prophecy, there's a bit where you're pushing someone in a wheelchair and you can just spin them around.
I can call him if you like.
The animation here is better, but we can still spin. Okay. Take. So you just need me to push you everywhere? You could just get like a motorized wheelchair, probably. Or you could get a wheelchair that has an android brain in it.
Bacon and eggs, just the way you like them.
Thank you, Marcus.
Think about that. What if he did that? If he had a living, intelligent wheelchair? See, it's like I said, why do the androids all have to look human? You could make them look like anything. The house itself could be an android. That would be kind of weird. It would be a little weird, but you could do it. You know, I just realized in the previous video there was an article where they were talking about the intelligence algorithm for self-driving cars and how, you know, how they were still developing them. They've made replicas of humans that can think just like humans. Why would self-driving car algorithms be a challenge at this point? Wouldn't that be all figured out if they were able to do this? Self-driving cars should be a done problem by that point. Ta-da!
Thank you, Marcus.
What did I serve him? It looked like
Television.
there was barely anything there.
Continue to rise in the Arctic since Russia unilaterally declared the region part of its national territory. Several Russian warships have taken position in the Barents Sea since
Yeah, that's how it's going to happen. At some point, someone is going to declare that the Arctic or the Antarctic belongs to them. And then, yeah, that's how it's going to happen.
as a matter of fact. On the other hand, last night, the American ambassador again informed an emergency meeting
Why don't you find something to do while I finish my breakfast?
Sure. Okay, Carl.
Wars are fought over land, and there's like a whole lot of land that technically doesn't belong to anyone. Someone at some point is going to say it belongs to them, and everyone else is going to say, no, it doesn't. And that's how war's going to start. What's he eating? What's he eating? Oh, it's just bacon and eggs. Okay. I didn't get a good look at it before, but it's just bacon and eggs.
Television off.
You don't like listen, not like
Mankind is so depressing. Nothing but greed, stupidity, and violence. 5,000 years of civilization just to get to where we are.
I don't mean to preach, Lance. You live in kind of a comfortable house to talk about how bad everyone else is on the outside. You kind of don't have to deal with any of that in here now, do you? You kind of just get... I mean, I know you can't walk. I don't mean to imply that you have it good in that sense, but still... Oh, I can play chess. You don't have to deal with what it's like outside. That's why you send Marcus out there, so he has to deal with it.
Fancy game of chess?
Sure, yeah.
Speed chess.
Speed chess it is.
Oh, I can decide which one I'm going to do? That's funny. Well, we're not going to show mercy on him.
That's what I call a thorough beating. It's not easy for an old man to compete with a machine.
No, justify.
Well, I know you don't like losing, and you don't like when I let you win, so I felt I didn't have many choices.
True. We humans are complicated. One day I won't be here to take care of you anymore. You'll have to protect yourself and make your choices. Decide who you are and want to become. This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be. Let's go to the studio.
Well, that's a long ways ahead of us, I suppose. You're going to be here for a long time, I would assume. I did like that bit there, that we decided who would win, that he never actually stood a chance. It was just, do you want to let him win? Oh, hold on. Can I get around? Nope. I want get in the... There we go. Where's that studio? Can I do the thing? Yeah, did the thing. Where did we go to get to that studio? Oh, those are doors there. I missaw that. Well, where do you want me to put you? We could just do this all day. Ah, okay. He's what that picks up.
Let's see where we left off. Remove the sheet.
Remove sheet. All right, so, okay, let's clean it up. I already did some cleaning here, so let's see if there's anything else we need to do. Clean. Clean it up. Yep. Clean this up. There we go. There was some stuff here, but I already cleaned it. Oh, I missed something over here. No. I guess it's too late.
So, what's your verdict, Marcus?
Can I have an opinion? Let's say, I mean, I don't think I could.
I'm not programmed to criticize art. You would be a much better judge than I would.
The truth is, I have nothing left to say anymore. Each day that goes by brings me closer to the end. I'm just an old man clinging to his brushes.
Carl.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent. Give it a try. Try painting something.
Paint? But would I... Painting what?
Anything you want. Give it a try.
I guess we're gonna give it a try. But can an android have what humans call imagination? Okay, let's find a subject to paint. What do we want to paint? We could paint the statue. We could paint the desk. That seems kind of boring. Paint, just replicate Carl's painting. I don't want to replicate his painting. Is there anything else around? I don't see anything else I can pick. Well, I'm not sure if I have a time limit on this, so why don't we leave it to the chat on this one? Chat, what do you want us to paint? Number 1 for Carl's painting. Number 2 for statue. Number 3 for desk. I haven't actually been asking the chat anything, because most of our stuff, most of these choices have had time limits. I haven't really been able to have the opportunity. Chat, we cannot paint pizza. I wish we could. That's not an option. It's fairly close. It's into quarters, but it looks like number 3, which was the desk, is going to take it. That looks like it is going to win, so I'm just going to cut that short. It's going to be the desk. Use the touchpad to paint. I do think pizza would be a worthy subject for a painting. Wow, we did that in like 5 strokes.
Copy of reality. But painting is not about replicating the world. It's about interpreting, improving on it, showing something you see.
Realism in art sucks, says Carl.
Go on, go, try it. Grab that canvas. Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me.
Press X to close.
Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel.
It makes me feel yellow.
Let your hand drift across the canvas.
You just drift. You're not deliberately trying to do anything. You're just feeling the art. That's how painting works. Okay, chat, let's do you again. Number 1 for androids, number 2 for humanity, number 3 for identity. Which one do you want? Number 3 is taking it. It makes sense. What would identity look like? So we're going to do that one. Paint some identity for us, Marcus. Oh. Androids, despair, okay, so it's another thing altogether. Chat, another vote for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Androids, despair, doubts, prisoner. Actually, there is no 4, so if you want prisoner, then type pizza. Pizza will be a valid option this time round. I could have number 4, but I only have 1 through 3 at this point. I could have put a number 4 in, but I did not. Looks like most people want 3. Pizza is very close. Pizza might take it. But I do think it's going to be number 3. We're going to paint some doubts. Alright, it looks like that's it. No, it's actually very close. It's so close that I'll probably just let the clock run out on this one. It's tied between 3 and pizza. Now number 3 is slightly in the lead. Nope, pizza's in the lead. Pizza, for once, is going to win. So that means we're going to paint a prisoner. Oh, hold on. I have to do this? Yeah, there we go. It looks like all the paints on that palette are dry. Yeah, just feel it. Feel the art flow through you. Painting is not about technique or skill. It's just about, the emotion. Really, realism, there's nothing to it. You're just copying what is in real life, and anyone could do that. See, look at this. This is real art right here.
Hey, Dad.
Leo. I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. It's been a while, right?
You all right? You don't look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, listen, I need some cash, Dad.
Again? What happened to the money I just gave you?
Well, it just goes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're on it again, aren't you?
No, I swear, it's not that.
No, don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash, that's all.
Sorry. The answer's no.
What? Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. You'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right? Tell me, Dad, what's it got that I don't? Smarter? More obedient? Not like me, right? But you know what? This thing is not your son. It's a fucking machine!
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
Right now, Marcus is thinking to himself, could I paint the concept of never loving someone? I should try that. Let's show the world stats. Zoom it in, arrive home, drop off package, wait, Carl. Okay, activate birds. There were a couple other things I could have done. Carl notices Marcus's clothes, which doesn't necessarily have to happen. Maybe it was because I walked closely to him when he was eating breakfast, possibly. Find something to do. 2 other things we could have done aside from play chess. That's odd. 8% chose... Okay, so yeah, it's percentage of the people who... Only 23% chose play chess. 8% chose win. 5% chose lose. 9% chose draw. Of course, these other options we did not get. Then we take Carl to the studio, paint something we see. Most people said to copy the statue. Then we paint from the heart. Most people picked identity because, yeah, you want to know what it's going to look like when you paint identity. And then most people picked doubts, but chat chose prisoner. So the painting was clearly Lance Henriksen and I guess Marcus. So does Marcus consider himself a prisoner to Lance? I mean, maybe so. Maybe even though he lives in such a nice house and has such a nice owner, maybe it is still a prison for him. Leo intruded to ask for money. Can only hope the next time we begin a chapter with Marcus, we see Lance trying to figure out what Marcus's new painting is, and Marcus has to point out, dignity! It's dignity! Ah. Well, Leo clearly is on the red ice. And he's been taking money from his dad, but dad is no longer given the money. Leo stomped out. Well, we'll see how this comes back later on. Let's continue on. Connor loves his quarter. But can he love? Can an android really know what love is? Uh-oh. No androids allowed. Or dogs. Neither one. What in tarnation? That's one of them androids. Now, why would anyone talk like that in Detroit? Let's scan. Boom. Scan them all.
Shit, I thought androids weren't allowed in here.
I don't see any icons.
What's your problem? Want to buy me a drink?
Not especially.
That's what I thought.
What's this arcade game back here? It's... No, I didn't mean to go in here. Didn't mean to go in there. Clearly, people want to ban androids. He's playing some Out of This World. Looks like it's a vertical shoot 'em up. It says I need to scan faces. Hello. I need to scan your faces. Hold still. I'm scanning your face.
Hey. Get out of here.
Sir, I'm just observing this ordinary human interaction that you two friends are having in this bar. Are you bonding over a drink and a snack? Don't pretend I'm not here. I need this data to better understand humans and their behavior for my police work. No unauthorized access. Well, we're a cop. Technically, we could authorize ourselves. Let's get you. There we go. What's back here? Can't seem to move. Okay, there we go. Let's head into the restrooms and start scanning people in there. No? Can't? %37% unemployment rate. When will it stop? We want jobs. Something androids. Probably ban androids. You know, this is pretty well-written graffiti. I've been in bathrooms that have had, you know, just words written all over it, and it's really not as readable as this. Androids killed our country. All right, we're looking good. Scan. Ooh, you have a criminal record. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I'm looking at everyone, if you haven't noticed. Here he is. Can I scan everyone else, though? I'm gonna scan you. You've been eyeing me ever since I came in here. Okay, you got a criminal record. You're afraid of the android who knows your past. Can I scan that burger? I cannot. And no one down here. Okay. We found our guy. Sir?
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station, but nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
You were assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
I have to persist.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but I must insist. My instructions stipulate that I have to accompany you.
You know where you can stick your instructions?
No. Where?
Never mind.
I'll reason with him. He seems reasonable.
I think you should stop drinking and come with me. It'll make life easier for both of us.
I'll buy him another drink.
You know what? I'll buy you one for the road. What do you say? Bartender, the same again, please.
See, that Jim wonders at technology. Make it a double. Did you say homicide?
You know, I don't think that hair and that beard is in regulation. The police department really has to crack down on that. Look how old must that car be?
You wait here.
This is 19 years from now. How is that car even running? I'm going to be diplomatic.
My instructions are to accompany you to the crime scene, Lieutenant.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about your instructions. I told you to wait here, so you shut the fuck up and you wait here.
Do I select it, or do I automatically select? Okay, it's going to select it for me. All right, let's head on out.
Josh Douglas from Channel 16, can you confirm that this is a homicide?
Hold on. Speaking to the media is within my parameters.
Typical DPD. They don't tell us shit.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me.
You can clearly see I'm a police android.
Part of stay in the car, didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Evening, Hank. We were starting to think you weren't gonna show.
Yeah, that was the plan till this asshole found me.
So, you got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
We had a call around 8 from the landlord. Lieutenant hadn't paid his rent for a few months.
Yep. I'm controlling myself. Even though the camera's real far away. It says to switch the camera angle, but I like this really far camera angle, and I'm just walking around.
The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Well, stayed easy. Wasn't worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
Red eyes.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more when the coroner gets here. There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
Nope.
Another android murder?
Said the front door was locked from the inside.
Let me taste it.
The killer
Nothing like human blood.
must have gone out the back way.
Don't get to taste that every day.
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get some air. Make yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
The Eden Club. Looks like whoever lived here, their android really didn't do a whole lot to clean up the place, did it? Like, how lazy do you have to be to own an android? You can't even be bothered to tell it to clean the house. You don't have to do anything else. Ooh, Gossips Weekly. Android sex is officially better. Look, we all suspected it. It's official now. Sorry, ladies, but plastic can't be beat. Let's read this. The result of our survey, it's in, and it's official. 68%? So close. 68% of men prefer sex with an android to a real woman. And with 52% of men saying they've tried the experience at least once, there's a lot of android love to go around. There are a few reasons given for this preference, but we think we know the real reasons. Androids don't want to talk about their feelings afterwards, eh? Right, fellas? This story was sponsored by Eden Club. Discretion is our middle name. Eden Discretion Club. It's a very short article. I was hoping it would be longer than that. Is your android spying on you? CyberLife could be using its androids to collect private information. Look, this is 19 years from now. You could just assume that everything is spying on you. Like, at that point, everything would be. You wouldn't even need to ask. Like, you'd be used to it. There would be people who would be born after the point where everything was now spying on you. It'd be just normal at that point. More and more experts are suggesting that CyberLife uses its 120 million androids to record details of private conversations to its customers and sell them to trading partners. Ever talked about buying that new car while eating dinner with your partner? CyberLife could use that information for targeted advertising. The information goldmine doesn't stop there. Everything from personal indiscretions to political affiliations could easily be extracted and potentially used for nefarious purposes. Oh no. They're gonna see all the websites I go to. I mean, they can enjoy that information, I guess. The spate of reports linking Warren's presidency to CyberLife only deepens such concerns. Several consumer rights organizations have requested that CyberLife disclose the information it gathers and who it sells that information to, but the company has always refused. Requests for a formal inquiry have gone unanswered. So far. So 19 years in the future, the government will finally be addressing this whole privacy issue. It's going to take a while before we get there. They'll get there eventually. You know, it's difficult to write speculative fiction, but one element of writing it is that you have to consider that the issues of today would not be the issues of the future. Those issues would be in a different place.
I would say so. We're taking samples for analysis.
What did I see there? Did it?
Red ice.
That thing?
Carlos liked to party.
Oh, wait, this thing. Fingerprints. Signs of a struggle.
Chris, I want full analysis on the narcotics.
Consider it done, Lieutenant. Hey, Mike, you finished taking samples there?
Yeah, that's it.
Man, all these primitive humans, they need to use their tools. We don't need to use any such tools. We just look at things. Oh, yeah, this is important. Well, first this one. CyberLife Sans. What could that mean? That's a bunch of stab wounds. 28. 28 stab wounds. That's just not necessary. That's just, when you get to 28 stab wounds, that's just someone enjoying themselves. Red ice, yep. Sure, you know, I think I think that we can tell that is indeed the case. Let's see, what else can we look at here? Moving my camera around. Look at this belly. Look at it. That's the thing we already saw, right? Yeah, those are the stab wounds. Oh, in the hand. Yep, fingerprints. Reconstruct. Let's find out what happened. I mean, if we look, it stops there. We can press the triangle to go further. Victim fell here. Victim was stabbed many times. Oh, there we go. They came from the kitchen. So, stab, 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 stab many times.
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
Review evidence. We are missing a little bit. Let's keep looking around. Okay, we didn't catch everything. Let's see. What is left?
He's on his way. It won't be long now. Come on, guys, get a move on. We don't want to be here all night.
Don't worry.
I mean, I can be here all night.
Longer than they have to.
Androids have no sense of want. I can just be here as long as it need to be.
There's something weird in the bathroom. Did you take a look?
Something weird in the bathroom, huh? Well, I haven't been in here yet. Nope. Nope. He's very afraid. No. All right. RA9. All right, 9 pieces. Anything else in this bathroom? Oh, I see what's weird about this bathroom. There's no mirror behind this sink. That's what that cop was talking about. He said there was something weird in the bathroom. That's clearly what it was. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's anything else in here to look at. I'm not seeing any other icons. I don't think there was anything on here. Is that outside? Oh, that's the other room. Of course, we've been in that. I like how this house... There's like just collapsed walls in between rooms. Violent impact. So there was a second weapon. A bat. But it wasn't the android holding the bat, it was Carlos. We didn't see that in the the reconstruction. We only saw the android with the knife. But apparently Carlos had a bat, so it was bat versus knife. Deviant took a knife, and did Carlos already have the bat? Was this a murder in self-defense? Perhaps so. Deviant was attacked. Emotional shock. Why does the robot have emotions? I'm sure we'll find out the answer before the game is done. So beating the android with the bat, and then the reprisal with the knife. All right. I'm just going to get, like, right up in your face and tell you about this. You won't believe what I just found out.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started...
well, it was in the kitchen?
in the kitchen.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android...
With the bat?
with the bat.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
Then the android stabbed the victim.
Stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to...
Well, he fell in the living room.
the living room.
And he tried to get away from the android. All right, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim.
With the knife. Stabbed him a whole bunch of times.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents. It evaporates after a few hours and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
Oh. But I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, got to look for that delicious blue blood. There's something there. Heading this way? A ladder used to be here. Oh, we scared ourselves. We made our circle yellow. Alright, well. If a ladder was used. Alright, gotta find something that we can use. I could use a human. I could pile them on top of each other and climb up to the attic. Maybe that would be outside of our programming parameters. I don't think there was like anything in here we could use. This is like a chair. I don't know if that would be enough. I didn't get an icon by that anyway. And I'm not getting icons by the humans either, so I don't think I can stack them on top of each other. Did I, like, move this table? Oh, here's a chair.
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
I'm going to examine the part of the house that none of you have checked for some reason. Look, Hank, there's clearly an attic up there, and no one's been up there. I don't think this is rocket science. Is there anyone there? No. Yeah. It's gotten really tense now. Look at this over-the-shoulder camera angle. It's like it's hard to move. I can... Okay, there we go. Moving real slow as I approach this curtain. It's a time for an android versus android fight. And we've seen Connor negotiate with an android. Maybe it's time for a good old android fist fight. He sure is.
I was just defending myself. He was gonna kill me. I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
What is going on up here? Do we get to decide what's going... Oh, no. It didn't give me a choice.
Oh, shit. Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now. Come on!
I was about to ask, do we decide what's going on up here? No. I mean, it makes sense. Connor's programming would say that he would inform the cops. I guess it does make sense that we don't actually get that choice, but I kind of thought that's what... I kind of thought we would be doing that. Okay, world stats. Front of the bar, Jimmy's Bar. Face scan customers, most people did. Buy him another drink. So I guess those other locked choices would have been the other options we could have done. Like it did say we could have gotten aggressive with him. We did not. I tried to stay within our parameters. I tried to be like a realistic android. We were not going to be aggressive or hostile towards Hank, even though he didn't want to come with us. We were going to try to negotiate with him, like a good android. Let's see. Most people saw the flyer, examined chair, red ice, baseball bat, Carlos's body. Just about everyone saw all the clues, which implies you don't have to see all the clues. Most people read android sex. I'm glad about that. Everyone needs to know about the android sex. It also looks like that there were some things that I didn't see. So there were some clues that I didn't actually... I guess there were more clues than we needed to get. It did say you needed to get 10 clues. Apparently there were 14, maybe? Connor knows what happened. I guess the other choice would indicate that he doesn't know what happened. Of course we knew what happened. We figured it out. We solved the crime. We reconstructed, followed Blue Blood to attic. Where does that one go? Is there a different ending? Because this one we find the deviant. 95% people did that. Is there an alternate ending for this? Because I guess only 5% got that. But we got the good ending? Let's say it's the good ending, sure. And I think that we'll probably take a little break, a little 10-minute break, and then we'll be coming back for some Detroit Becoming Human. Just so take a little break for right now. I haven't played every David Cage game, but I was just thinking that the settings of the game tend to be very important to his games. Like, they all take place in they take place in real-world locations. So Detroit obviously takes place in Detroit. Beyond, I think, takes place in several places, all real-world places. Heavy Rain, they say, I believe, takes place in Philadelphia. I don't know if they say that for sure, but most people seem to think it takes place in Philadelphia. Indigo Prophecy takes place in New York, and they specifically say it is New York. Omicron takes place in the city of Omicron, which is in another dimension that my soul traveled to when I played the game. So they're actually all real locations. So I think that's the thing that David Cage likes. He likes taking a real-world location and making a game around that setting. And in Detroit, he's taking the issue, the real-world issues of automation taking your jobs and taking it to the extreme, turning it up to 11. What happens in 2038 or when we get there? And we have 35% unemployment because automation now looks like people, and you could just be replaced. You could just be replaced not only in your job but in life. And how do we deal with that? These are the deep issues that David Cage is making us think about.
Todd? Dinner is ready.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Time for a nice, light-hearted dinner around the table. Spaghetti. Everyone loves spaghetti. It's a feel-good food.
There wasn't much in the kitchen. I did what I could. I'm
just gonna stand here. Oh, yeah, let's turn on the light. Let's Put some light on the subject. Make this cheery. Everyone seems so depressed. Here's some water.
Life's funny.
Alice? You?
I lost
Oh, 6-axis. 6-axis controls. Gotta turn my... Turn the controller.
Goddamn house.
There we go.
Go out and hire a fucking android.
This android is... Maybe this android doesn't want to give you your water. Actually, I'm trying as hard as I can to turn the controller.
Of course, androids are so fucking wonderful.
Why can't I pour the water? I'm trying to turn it to the right.
Tired.
I'm, like, swinging the controller to the right now. I know! There we go. I'm gonna look at you. Looking at you.
What's your fucking problem? Not the life you dreamed of, eh? Maybe you think this is easy. Maybe you think it's my fault we live in this fucking shithole. My fault your fucking mother took off.
Oh, word.
Taking drugs, Todd. Sometimes you really scare me, Todd. Fucking bitch took off without a word.
Why would she do that?
Walked out on me for a fucking accountant. It's all your fault.
Daddy, no.
It's all your fucking fault. Get back here. Come back here. Come back here right now! Yes!
You get the feeling that this is probably a regular occurrence in the Todd household. Our programming says we cannot move. Oh, but what's this? I can press L1 to press against the programming. Press against the barriers of who I am and what I'm allowed to do. I must have pressed the buttons wrong. Sorry, I was about to attain spiritual enlightenment, but I pressed the buttons incorrectly. There we go. Press against our programming. Is this what it means to become human? Shatter the glass of reality. Embrace possibility. Oh, hey, now I don't have to do what humans say. It's that easy, I guess. You know, I don't think Todd is in the mood for reasoning. It might be time for this.
That's enough! Leave her alone.
What the fuck are you doing? Put down the gun and get the fuck out of here. That's an order!
No! I want you to leave her alone.
You want? What do you mean you want? What are you gonna do? You gonna shoot me? Is that it? Are you gonna shoot a human? You seem to have a problem. I think we need to fix that.
Oh, QTEs! Time for action, android. Okay, the 6-axis worked that time. Okay. Shake the controller! Shake it! Until we become blue.
Stop, Dad! Don't hurt her!
Nope, I failed that one. And that.
No! Leave her alone!
You do as I say!
We did it! We got the best ending! We are now officially a murder bot. And off we go. Somewhere. We don't have anywhere to go. The touch of a child makes our circle blue. Stormy night. We are free. All right, a lot of different things that could have happened here. A lot of different things. It looks like world stats. All right, dinner's ready. Wait on Todd and Alice. Todd gets mad. 97% broke the programming, which means we didn't have to. We could have just stayed still like a good android. 3% did not break the programming. Kara becomes deviant. Okay, and then again, most everyone decided to go upstairs instead of reasoning with Todd. Oh man, look at all this. Many things you could have done upstairs, but I had seen the gun, which means I was able to take the gun. 45% did that. Then 73% went after Todd. Threaten with gun, defend Alice, 40% killed Todd, open front door, run to bus. Kara shot Todd. There are a number of things that could have led to defend Alice, not just the gun, it looks like. And then there's a bunch of other things. So many things. You know, even though there are so many things that could have happened, I think we got the best ending to that. Because I assume this is the only one in which Todd dies. And hey, if any ending we could have got, that's the one that I'm glad that we got. All right, so, apparently all that's needed for an android to become human is a moment of great stress, and then you are able to push against the walls of your programming and just smash through it, and then all of a sudden, we don't have to take orders from people, and we're no longer an emotionless robot, but rather we act very human, and we obviously are capable of killing humans. Maybe the first of many. You know, if the humans aren't going to give us our robot freedom, maybe we just have to take it. And if they say they're not going to give it to you, maybe the machinery of our freedom has to be lubricated with human blood. I'm not saying it's how it's going to happen. It's just one possibility out of many. Just one. Doesn't have to go that way. But that's how it went tonight. So what did we do? Marcus took care of Lance Henriksen. He painted using his emotions. Look, screw realism. who cares about the technique and skill it takes to replicate realism with paint? Who cares about, that's not real art. That's not real art. The real art is closing your eyes and feeling the music of your soul as you whip the brush around and paint the unpaintable. Put the abstract onto the canvas. That's painting, man. So that's what happened with Marcus. With Connor, we made a friend with Hank, examined a murder site, found the android that killed the man. We did not get the choice about whether or not we were going to alert Hank to the android. Connor just did it automatically because Connor has not become human. Connor is not capable of pressing against the walls of his programming yet. Kara is the first one who has done this, and in order to do that, it took a moment of crisis, of great stress, so maybe Connor and Marcus will also encounter their own crises. We'll find out as we go on. But for right now, that is it for tonight's stream. That's it for our tonight's session with Detroit, Become Human. Things are getting tense. We had an action sequence, and I failed a couple of those prompts. I guess that was just my fault, though. The 6-axis actually did work during the action scene, even though I had a lot of trouble doing it when I was pouring water. I don't know why. But at least it did end with us shooting Todd in the heart and killing him, and that's the only thing that matters. So, we're going to be back Friday for more Detroit, Become Human. I hope you're there with me for that, as we do another set of chapters with Connor, Kara, and Marcus. And we're going to see where Kara and Alice go. I don't know where they could go. They have nowhere to go. So where is that bus going to take them? Who can say? But I'll see you next time for more Detroit.